कि अभी शायद acting छोड़ना पड़ेगा. I'll have to become a Dunzo delivery boy because that's the only thing I'm qualified to do.
Yeah.
So theater is my passion, and screen mass media is my trade. Masaba Gupta herself
Hmm.
has grown up in the mass media of India ever since she was a
Ah.
child.
Now, like this month, Father's Day is coming. So, what are your
Oh,
plans with your son?
in fact, I was a little late for this interview because we we were drawing on the chalkboard.
Okay.
Um, and I haven't seen him in two months. I'm back in Delhi
Hmm.
uh, now. I was with my parents in Bombay for 2 months.
Hmm.
I had flown down, and that's when we were going to start shooting for Fomo shots
Yeah.
and pick up Masaba Masaba.
Hmm.
But then band hua. So I just stayed there. So I hadn't seen him for in his entire life. He's almost 4 years old now.
Yeah.
In his entire life, I hadn't. This was the longest break I've been away from him.
Yeah.
So not so much. Let's see what that day is like.
Yeah.
But it's cool, and I think Fatherhood is really good. I highly recommend.
Okay. So, I don't want to get into the subject of nepotism or anything, but like you belong
Huh.
to the film industry, your wife also works in the same field. Now,
Uh-huh.
I am assuming and hoping that you will give your son the choice to pursue the field he wants in his life. But do you have
Right.
that kind of like a hope in heart, small hope, like maybe he joins the same business as you?
Valid question. Perhaps. I mean, I don't hope for him to join the same business, but I do hope for him to um, maintain and understand that as a human being, you are an artist, and through your work, you can actually contribute immensely to this world.
Hmm.
So I want him to understand. I mean, I think he will understand that. So,
Mhm.
but ऐसा नहीं है that he has to become.
Yeah, obviously.
I think maybe it could organically happen.
Yeah.
Although my dad was talking to me last week, and he's like, "I think you should put him in a movie or something.
Hmm.
Why don't you and Nandini make something, and you can put him in that?" And I said, "ठीक है, देखते हैं." I'm like, for kids in the industry, they have to work very hard. They work long hours, and all.
Yeah.
He's like, "No, no, you schedule it. Make him work only 3 And then I'm thinking, Will Smith's son, how old was he when they did Pursuit of Happiness? And I think he was 4 years old then.
Yeah.
But anyway, this is all just plans.
Yeah, all brainstorming. Maybe,
Brainstorming.
yeah, maybe someday it happens. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Also, like web has kind of come like a booming business and giving so many opportunities. Do you feel like it has not only given you more, but kind of different opportunities? Like Masaba Masaba was a very different show that kind of collaborated reality and fiction together. So, do you feel like web is giving you that kind of a broad canvas to work?
100%. And Masaba Masaba is Sabut. It's a prime example of
Yeah.
what you just said, that
Mm.
you could not have a story like that 5 years ago, 7 years ago.
Yeah.
Masaba Gupta herself
Mm.
has grown up in the mass media of India ever since she was a
Ah.
child,
Mm.
right? So everybody is aware of her in the country, her her entire family, you know. So and to for Ashwini Yardi, our producer, to collaborate with Sonam Nair, our director, and for them to write a show out where you mix reality and fiction.
Yeah.
Wow, wow, come on, and to be part of that.
Yeah.
I was like, "Arey, kuch bhi de do. Yeah, I'll just walk across frame also. I'll just be the,
Ghost.
spot boy or a peon in the office. Yeah, kuch bhi de do."
Yeah. And like on Masaba Masaba, you might have seen Naina Gupta and Masaba both together on set. So how was
Right.
their bonding like? And the kind of similarities you kind of saw in both mother and daughter?
Um, I was on set when Nina Ji was there just for one day,
Okay.
which was a birthday party scene.
Okay.
And when I shook her hand, I was like, wow, I've been waiting to meet you almost my entire life.
Yeah.
Because I used to follow SARS, the show, a lot. My
Yeah.
parents would watch it.
Mm.
And but yes, they seem to have a rapport as mother child, which I think everyone can learn from.
Mm.
It becomes aspirational to see how how do people how do like a the two generations, how do they jam, how do they
Mm.
have a jugalbandi.
Yeah.
So I was just perhaps I'm not even being able to articulate how awesome it
Mm.
was to be there and see their just be standing around.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So, like you said, you had to start shooting for Fomo shortly. The show has already started in May. I guess your part, I don't know if it started or not. So, like
No,
Fomo
sure.
Shots 2 kind of took the story from Mumbai to Istanbul as well. So, in the season 3, are we going someplace else as
Perhaps to a place where there's massive oxygen. No, that's just a joke.
well? Yeah.
Mr. Bhatnagar, that's a joke. In the writing, Italy is in the script, but
Yeah.
and I did start shooting.
Hmm.
We did Kirti Kulari,
Hmm.
my scenes, um, Amrita Puri.
Hmm.
We shot quite a bit of sort of Anjana's character
Hmm.
house scenes. So I did about 6 days of shoot with them,
Hmm.
and they went on to do many more days, and then they had
Yeah.
to take a break.
Okay. Okay. So, by the way, like you said, where there is more oxygen, that place cannot be Delhi. That I can assure you. I have lived here,
But
so yeah.
yes,
So,
yes.
what can you tell us? Like, where is the story heading towards in season 3?
And obviously, I don't want to give away
Yeah, understand.
too much.
Mm.
At the same time, my memory also starts activated, and then it cools down and activated and cools down. So मेरा जो storyline है fragments में है.
Yeah.
But it gets more complex for sure.
Mm.
That's what I love about the world of Fomo shots.
Mm.
Rongita Nandi with PNC,
Mm.
um, they've just done so much. And to create this world which the audience thoroughly enjoys. I would say safely that there's a much larger audience that appreciates the show,
Mm.
and a very small percent of people who don't completely are not fans of it,
Yeah.
but a large population of the people, our target audience, it's become a hit.
Yeah. Like I can tell you, I watched the both the seasons the night it released. Like Amazon पे 10 बजे हो जाता है अगर जिस दिन आता है उससे पिछले दिन. So मैंने 10 बजे से
Right.
सुबह 6 बजे के बीच सारे एपिसोड्स देख लिए. For both the
Baap re
seasons,
baap.
I have to say, the first day.
Ayo, yo.
And for the skeptics out there, like the international Emmy nomination kind of came as a proof, I would say, the right word, maybe not, but like a
Mhm.
proof that the show was actually something. It was actually bigger than what people were actually imagining it to be.
Yeah.
Glad that kind of
Yes.
recognition actually helped this show reach more wider audience, maybe get more acceptance.
Yeah, Akash. Also, we know we are really important players as media.
Hmm.
India, mass media is really growing from strength to strength.
Hmm.
The people who consume our media, our population, of course, by numbers is higher. Everybody has their own theater in their pocket.
Hmm. Yeah.
The moment the invention of the smartphone
Hmm.
is what has given me a career, a lucrative career.
Yeah.
You know, so. Uh, I forgot what were we talking about again?
The getting recognition, more acceptance after the Emmy nomination for Fomo.
Yes. So and globally also, people. This you remember from before. So the more Indians go abroad,
Hmm.
the sense of home away from home
Hmm.
is the stories they watch,
Yeah.
which is then Indian stories, which is where OTT platform comes in
Hmm.
as a massive contributor. So ऐसा नहीं है कि it's just a job, it's also somewhat of seva.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So have you been like coordinated about like maybe when is the shoot resuming? Any plans about that?
No, I know our producers are sending emails to try and make sure that the whole cast crew, everybody gets vaccinated.
Hmm.
So, and that is that's a good move so that they can try and save
Yeah.
as much time,
Mhm.
and start once it opens, everybody can just jump back into work.
Okay. Okay. And I guess same will be for Masaba Masaba too as well.
G.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So apart from these two projects, what other projects like films or shows that you're working on that you can tell?
Well, now I feel I need to contribute my own energy and time to see whether I would be able to put together a story, whether I'd be able to chat and develop a story
Hmm.
wherein I would be able to play to my strengths as
Hmm.
a performer and contribute,
Hmm.
as opposed to sitting back and feeling worried कि
Hmm.
अभी शायद acting छोड़ना पड़ेगा. I'll have to become a dunzo delivery boy because that's the only thing I'm qualified to do.
Yeah.
So ज़्यादा पढ़ाई नहीं किया. I mean, there's only that much that can happen. Um, but I think it's nice to spend this time to see what you can create, because if
Hmm.
you're in the creative field, you should be creating opportunities.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. So anything new that you have signed during this time?
No, sir.
Okay.
There is a busy schedule coming up once we open up,
Hmm.
but these are mostly projects which are already, just got season 2, season 3
Hmm.
here.
Uh,
So that's the only thing.
okay. And like you said, like you need to now think of stories that you can contribute to your strengths. Are you maybe thinking about writing?
I have to collaborate with writers.
Okay.
Um, I would love to do comedy. I want to do only comedy for the next 10 years.
Okay.
As in, if I have to focus on stuff, I know,
Hmm.
like I said, I know in the mass media there's a lot of thrillers. I think 10 में
Hmm.
से 8 shows तो thrillers ही होंगे
Yeah.
ना. So
Yeah.
everybody, all the producers are पागल about that. Thriller है क्या, thriller है क्या,
Yeah.
हमने thriller ही बनाना है.
Yeah.
So
It's all
so
intense. In the web
it's all
space, it's
intense.
all intense.
I think it's just to do with our voyeuristic nature as human
Hmm.
beings,
Hmm.
because it gives you some great subconscious rahat,
Hmm.
knowing कि ये बाकी characters तो सब पागल ही है. Thank God
Hmm.
we are
Hmm.
not so insane.
Yeah. And also, I feel like it's also because we have kind of put web into that kind of a trap that it's more realistic. And when it comes to realism, people try to show that through intense things. Because comedy mein kahi kabar, you have to go over the top to make situation humorous. And now on web, people don't want to do that because वो realistic वाले दायरे में रहना है. So I guess that kind
Right.
of also influences the kind of content.
That's a good point. I would just like to extend on what you've said. The observation is bang on. Perhaps it is a. See, there are two things,
Hmm.
two sort of energies that play. The medium of consumption.
Hmm.
So if you're watching now, what happens is like earlier you would have a theater with maybe 200 seater,
Yeah.
right? And 200 people sit collectively and watch one screen.
Hmm.
What they experience is different,
Hmm.
and what they hope for is different based on the grammar of presentation that has already happened. But now it is intimate.
Hmm.
So perhaps that is the reason why
Yeah.
they're trying to also, when we started when smartphones started showing content,
Mm.
the first people to sort of put a flag over there were stand-up comedians.
Yeah.
Like before the AIB roast and stuff like that,
Mm.
right? A lot of this thing, and a lot of you would see a lot of maybe candid camera kind of reality shows.
Mm.
Like, I mean, what CCTV footage had captured, someone
Yeah.
put it up on Facebook, right? So you're seeing humans behave in a natural manner because they are being captured without them knowing. Now
Yeah.
the audience is also used to seeing people
Mm.
behave in those rhythms.
Yeah.
Unless you do something like a Joker, where Walking Phoenix
Yeah.
character, it's got both. It has got that over the top performance, but
Mm.
yet it is realistic in a particular
Yeah.
manner. और उसके लिए बहुत homework की जरूरत है.
Yeah.
Like a lot of work. And what happens with a web show is, once a web show and a film ka marination process is very different.
Mm.
Like a film, we can start talking about it now, and
Mm.
it will be shot next year.
Yeah.
But when a web is greenlit, within
Yeah.
a month and a half, you need to be on floors already.
Mm.
So the prep time
Yeah.
is compressed.
Yeah.
So where are you going to get into the nitty gritties of character behavior and performance? जो शायद 5-6 महीने लगता है, you know.
Yeah. So, like you kind of have this kind of insight into the business. Do you want to maybe delve into the avenue of direction maybe someday?
Yes, I would like to.
Okay.
I would like to.
Yeah. And
And I would really like to, but which is why I need to do more acting.
mm,
Uh, See, theater is my passion, and screen mass
mm,
media is my trade.
mm,
The josh and the reward and the feel good vibes you get instantly when you're on stage,
mm,
but all the perks of performing
mm,
for camera you only get once it is packaged and released
yeah,
and viewed.
mm,
And tab tak your work, your hard work is already gone. Like, you
yeah,
know. So that's the jadoo of everybody else. But yeah, it's a slow process.
yeah. And if you do direction, like maybe you can take Fateh as the lead, then your father's idea will also be fulfilled that he wanted to.
Papa कहते हैं.
Yeah, Papa ka idea to the other Papa, that is getting fulfilled.
Dude, that's
Yeah,
very good. Yeah, I'm going to use your
yeah,
idea.
yeah. But thank you so much, Neil. It was an amazing conversation that I had with
Thank you,
you,
thank you, thank you.
and really wishing you loads of luck for all your future endeavors. And cannot wait to see you. And I have to say, like, I love your character in Fomo shots. I love it. Like
Thank you.
the goofiness of it is what kinds of make it relatable to me. So
Thank you,
yeah.
Mr. Bhatnagar.
So thank you so much, and wish you all the best, and lots of love and luck to you and your family. Stay
Thank
safe
you,
and
and
stay
I
healthy.
wish you the same. G. I
Thank you
wish you
so
the
much.
same. And hopefully we'll chat maybe in 6 to 7 months for something new.
Yeah. And next time maybe face to face if things are better.
Arey, wow, wow.
Yeah.
Super duper. With standees and all of your chatting.
Yeah. Surely, surely.
Okay?
Yeah.
All
Thank you so
righty.
much.
Take care.
You
Yes.
too.